So this is just going to be a short demonstration. Blinky Lights is a generative pixel patch that I came up with. You might note that I don't have any audio plugged in right now. It's a little dim. But one thing to keep in mind is that there's no audio pass through. I know the CPU might say that this is hovering in the low 90s, but this patch is really doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and I just said, what's interesting about it is it's not generating any audio, it's not processing any audio. So when it's bypassed, audio passes through in the same way that if I had built in an audio pass through, it would pass through. So Blinky Lights is a generative pixel art thing. You have these streaks that go up or down. We can control the probability of their direction with this direction control, so we can have them all going up, all going down, or something in between. This is a control page. We can control the base rate, so they can go much faster. And then we have a randomization amount, which is positive or negative. And control how much they vary in their rate going up and down. They're all randomly assigned a brightness based on some other parameters that work in the patch. So they vary in that too. And then at the bottom here, there's one more control up here. We have color change. At 100%, the color will change. What it'll do is sample its random color input. It won't necessarily change if if it selects the same color from that random assortment, but it will check it. And as we turn that down, it will do that with less regularity. So you'll have streaks that sort of persist in color for a little while longer, if that's an effect you want. I'm going to put it right back in the middle. And then at the bottom we have this color mixer, which is a proportional mixer, which means that all the amounts that are put into it are sort of summed and averaged. So the way that this is set up, purple should show up about half as much as sky or blue, and both of those should show up a lot more than purple, and we see that effect. But we can start adding, let's throw in some orange. So we'll start seeing some orange. We can turn down the blue and sky amounts. Add in some mango. It's not doing a whole lot, but it looks pretty nice. I wanted something that I could patch into my ZOIA when it was not doing anything. So by it having an audio pass through that only works when it's bypassed works just fine for me. Again, there's CPU in there. You could add that pass through if you really wanted to, but again, there's no functional difference between this being bypassed or not bypassed, since it doesn't generate any audio and it doesn't process any audio. But one last control, there's also a no color amount. So as you turn that up, you'll have some gaps, and it can be a way of adding or diminishing the sort of density of the other stuff going on if you want less common streaks, and then you can turn these down in proportion and you'll get fewer colors overall. So that's it. It's, it's obviously like not an earth-shattering patch, but I think it looks pretty nice, and um, I sort of thought of this morning and patched it up, and it met my expectations. So I hope you enjoy it. If it's something you're looking for. Uh, but yeah, that's Blinky Lights, a generative pixel patch. Um, Take care.